Well, hello there, Val. Hello there, Rosemary, Susan F. Spectre USA, Julianne. Nice to see you there, Standing Stone. Standing Stones, I played a lot of cat videos for you the other day on the show. Hey, KD, welcome. Nice to see you there for a Monday afternoon. Gary Spikes, nice to have you. And Liana. Hello, Liana, Susan F. So, we're broadcasting on another platform tonight from the UK. We'd like to have a cup of tea and crackers and tea and biscuits. So nice to see you out there, ladies and gentlemen. So, Angela, how are you doing?
Doing really well. Doing great. My internet was down from Friday evening to about Sunday afternoon. So I had to take a little time off of struggling to reach my boss. So, I had no way of talking to her, communicating. It's like, look, my phone is the only thing that's working right now.
Right? Yeah, no. I was living and dying by the phone, right? So I understand.
So,
anything else new with you?
Well, it looks like I'm going to go to the what they call the Revolution Rockwood Winery in Ohio, and I'll be working there doing readings, and there'll be wine tasting and spirit portraits.
Nice. There's nothing wrong with a glass of wine every once in a while. Hello, Sam. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you there. So yes, very interesting. Very interesting. So we tried some wine the other night. It was called Banshee wine, and of course that's her license plate and what else. And it was actually very, very toning. It was very interesting. And I'm a bourbon and whiskey connoisseur because I'm from Kentucky. But anyways, so I did bring me a bottle when I came out here. Good big bottle Maker's Mark. Hey, KD, welcome everybody. Nice to see you there. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I always wanted to do that drink and painting. You know, those places where you have a few drinks, you try to paint. I can't paint worth crap. However, it is fun. So yes. Have you ever done that before?
I've done elderberry wine, but I haven't drank and painted. I do like elderberry wine. There's a couple of wine vineyards near me. So the one I'm going to is about 60 miles from me, but there's another one that's about 30, 40 miles from me. I think it's called the Ravenwood Winery, and I've been in there, and they make the best elderberry wine. I love elderberry.
Well, let me tell you something. I love homemade stuff, and where I come from, out in the hills, we have White Lightning and homemade wine, and that stuff. Well, there's some interesting stuff there.
You call it knock 'em stiff in Ohio.
Knock 'em stiff.
Knock 'em stiff.
Yeah, just ladies and gentlemen, if you never tried White Lightning, you want to put it on some concrete and catch it on fire. If it's orange, don't drink it. If it's the prettiest blue flame, then you're good to go. But yes, they're probably like, what are you talking about? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to, just figure it out. But everybody says, Angie, you look nice tonight. So yes, they're good vibes, good energy. And Standing Stone said, well, wine makes me
sweet over the lip and eyebrows. Outstanding Stones.
Are you trying to get romantic with me? Look, I'm by myself. I don't know what to do tonight.
I think bourbon. I really like bourbon.
I do. I like some of the high end bourbons because the thing is, I'll be honest with you. When people used to come to the house, I always gave them top shelf bourbon, and as the night went on, I gave them the cheapest bourbon I can give them. And people are like, Grizzly, what are you doing that for? Because bourbon is to sip on, ladies and gentlemen, not to consume in large quantities. And after you have a few drinks of my bourbon, you ain't gonna know the difference between $5 glasses and $25 glasses. And my cop buddies were like, they're like, have I been drinking that all night? I'm like, hell yeah, you have. They're like, I had no idea. I was like, that's right. You're saving me a fortune. So
I tried bourbon flavored ice cream. It was amazing.
Yeah, Anna D agrees with you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bourbon is just, it has like a savory kind of taste.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does. I think it's a bit on the warm side as far as liquors are concerned. It's a bit warm. I really like it. It kind of goes with everything. And if you put a little bit in your tea,
Yes, yes. I do like Bailey's in my coffee. I ain't gonna lie. Bailey's is cool. So yeah,
Great
so
for a sore
pretty.
throat. That's what I tell people I keep it for. Is there a sore throat? It says when is sore throats in January, February. I
Right,
need
right.
my bourbon
No,
for that. It's my medicine.
no, I'm not too much on Irish coffee. You know, that's the bourbon or whiskey with your coffee. But yeah, I do like Kahlua and Bailey's, absolutely. But Standing Stones is still talking about drinking. Standing Stones, what's wrong with you? Anyways, Bailey's and Kahlua, yes, Joan Stewart. I'm giving you a little bit of information about how I like my beverages. So if you ever invite me over to the house, you know what to have. Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's step up to the board. And what are we going to talk about tonight? Hot cocoa. What?
Hot cocoa and
Oh,
coffee.
I had to read that twice. I'm like, Katie, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, I had to read. I was like, whoa, I had to read that like 3 times before I even said that. Oh my Grizz, I remember like Bailey's with almond milk and ice. Yes, I do. I like a good little soft something, you know, after dinner drink. But I very rarely I drink because on the police department, I got called out.
Oh, peppermint schnapps. There's a good one. Nice
Yeah, that is
German
good.
drink.
That is good. But man, how do we get on this topics? So yes, there you go. Stain sounds like my wine aged on the truck on the way to the liquor store. That's a good stuff. I like my wine aged on the truck on my way to the liquor store. Now I do not know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just like, what do you mean? Are you talking about you like your wine aged from the liquor store in the truck to home? I can see that. But anyways, Standing Stone cracks me up. I know you don't drink now. Yeah, we talked about that.
The
Hot cocoa with snaps. Go ahead, Angela.
largest whiskey distillers right in Kentucky, isn't it?
Yeah, we got Bourbon Row, and you get tours all up and down in Kentucky and down in Louisville. Yeah. So, but some of the bourbon, man, it's just not smooth. It's just like wow. And every once in a while, like a highball, and people are like, "What's a highball?" That's bourbon or whiskey and Coke with a splash of Coke. So, but if you got a good bourbon, I'll tell you what I like is I like rye bourbon.
Mm.
Yes. Yes, I know. Yeah, Susan is like, we don't drink. All right, ladies and gentlemen, since y'all don't drink, let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to do tonight. Put your name on the board. And if you wave your hands in the air, just like you just don't care, we'll get some attention here. And I forget, I'm using my traveling board, so none of my sounds are right. So that's fun. Let's see what this one does. All right, I can live with that there. Nary Gary Spikes, congratulations. You beat the statistics and all odds in your favor. So, yeah. Hey, I like some good apple pie. But yes, all right. Here, things done. You don't drink anymore. All right. Nice to see. All right, Julianne. Julianne's up. All right, Julianne, we'll start with you, Julianne, since you said me first. Go ahead, Angela.
All righty. And I'm going to use some moonstones. I haven't used moonstone in a while, so let's try again. So the first rune I get for you is algae. So algae is sanctuary, protection, and of course you have the 3 polarities of energy. What I'm picking up from this, Julie, it's like there's a state of rest. It's a state of calm, like a mental state rather than a place. It's more like a emotional state where you're at right now, like mentally you're calm and clear and kind of in your own headspace. The next rune I have, this is Pertho. So Pertho is luck. You can see this is actually a die cup. And this rune is telling me that right now to look to your future. But they're showing me like a clear space. So it's like clear your mind and focus on the present. Just clear your mind and the future will take care of itself. Make sure you keep those negative thoughts out. Not getting any sound.
I was sucking on some hot candy and I muted myself because I was KD says, Angela, my body woke up and said, no more alcohol. last call. I wish it worked that way for Nasty Six. Well, Katie, let me tell you something. I was a smoker, and I used everything on the market. I could not use that. What's that thing? The nicotine patch, because I'm too hairy. Anyways, after I had the accident and they found cancer, it was just like, And I was still smoking, and I was like, I'm done. I'm like, it's not worth it. And I threw my pack away, and I never looked back. And it's like, wow, all these years that I smoked, right? And it's just like I tried and tried, took this pill, took that patch. So, and it's just like everybody tells you it's mind over matter, and actually it is. The biggest thing is not putting something, Charles Rudd, I've got you, in my mouth, right? So I went with peppermint, and then I was sucked the hell out of those. So I had to like, man, I got to do something else. But yeah, but you can do it. You got to have faith. Grizz, you're still eating those hot candies. I know. I can't help it. I buy it by the 5-pound bags, ladies and gentlemen, 5-pound bags. They're so good, especially if you get low blood sugar. Oh, thank you, Standing Stone. You know, and I did like a stogie every once in a while, a good cigar, a good $35, $40 cigar. And I was like, why am I smoking that? I was that's like taking two $20 bills and rolling them up and catching them on fire. So I quit doing that. Julianne says, thank you, Angela. All right, next up, Angela. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with a good Camel. I like menthols too. I love my menthols.
You know, my grandfather used to smoke. He smoked for many years. And then when he found out he had congestive heart failure, the doctor told him to quit smoking. He quit smoking. He never went back to it. And he smoked a pipe for many years. And he's been hanging around my friend and myself. And I could smell cherry tobacco.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm a firm believer. And Liana says she quit 2 weeks ago. Congratulations, Liana. It's hard. I mean, it's so addicting. You know, when you get done eating, then when you get, you just smoke. You almost got me to say it, Liana. How dare you? But anyways, it was very relaxed. I enjoyed smoking. I'm not going to lie. But what was strange, you would never know I smoked. Because when we were out and I was with people, they were like, you smoke? Yes, I smoke. And they're like, you don't smell like a smoker. I'm like, oh. So nobody really knew. And I wasn't a closet smoker. I don't like stinky people, and cigarette people that smokes, they stink. So I know how to curve that where I wouldn't stink. So yes, everybody's saying congratulations. Congratulations. Sound like Scooby-Doo. All right, next up, Angela, we have the girl that has not been smoking for 2 weeks, Liana.
Liana King. Okay, Liana, to do these wooden rooms for you. So the first room I have for Liana, this is, got excited, I guess. So this is Kenya. So Kenya's is the rune of wisdom, inner guidance, your inner light. What I'm getting off of this, Liana, is to follow your inner light. Literally like your own intuition, like from your heart. Follow that. It feels like you do have a good intuition, a good light inside, and you already know in your heart what's right for you, and to follow that. That's what Kenya's is telling me. The next rune I'm pulling for you. This is Yara. So Yara is the rune of harvest, prosperity, and also 1 year's time. What I'm getting off of this one, I'm seeing prosperity. I'm seeing a lot of prosperity in your future. And this is what this rune is showing me. Like there's a lot going on. It's like a lot has come to fruition that you now can enjoy and relax and enjoy. And it's a gift. Please appreciate that gift and be wise about it. The next rune and the last rune I got is Nadis. So Nadis has a lot of different meanings to it. It can be, this is usually the need fire. This is bare necessities where you're kind of down to the wire. This can also be stress, but it also can be love, that love connection, the emotional needs, that love healing. What I'm getting off of this for you is caution. Be cautious so that when that prosperity comes, make sure that you put some of it aside for your future. And I'm not giving any financial advice. The runes are just saying, be very careful because there's going to be a time, very hard times are coming, and it's going to affect, what I'm getting here, it's going to be affecting everyone. And it's one of those times where it's so drastic that some people just lose everything, or just, lose their minds over the fact. But because you had this prosperity earlier, you have a chance to prepare and prepare yourself well and not be afraid of that future, because you're already have prepared for it and acted wisely.
Interesting. All right. Next up, let's see who we have here. Rosemary Ottman. Rosemary Ottman.
All right, Rosemary. Oh, I'm being told to use a different set. I love these rooms. They just, you put them on just about any stone, and the stones
Right.
are so beautiful. So the next room, and this is this mixed rooms. These are mostly onyx, but and jasper and different stones. So the first rune I get for you for Rosemary. This is Uruz, and this originally meant the drizzling rain, but it also meant iron, which is associated with strength. So what I'm getting for you is like you've endured quite a bit. You've gone through so much, and as you have the strength of iron, you have the fortitude of iron, and specifically, I'm being told fortitude, that you have the fortitude of iron, and that you've not recognized that, but recognize that you have that fortitude of iron. You've come through so much. You're very much stronger than you were before. If it wasn't for those experiences, you would not be as strong as you are now. The next rune I got is Manas. So Manas is the rune of humanity. It is also the bridge between our world and the spirit world, the rainbow bridge that we cross over the other side, and also what the spirit cross over to us. What I'm actually seeing this giant rainbow bridge for you. And I'm being told that in your meditation to seek to cross that bridge, to open that communication. And the rune Manas, you can actually chant a Galdur song, which invokes that rune, the energy of the rune. You can actually picture the rune on your person or draw it while you're chanting and while you're in meditation. And just ask that the spirit world, that the beautiful light, the source of everything, the source of love, just reaches out to you, and you reaches out, and that bridge is made complete for you. There's something on the other side they really want to tell you and want to show you. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling angels, and I'm just feeling this light, and I'm being told to relate to you. There is a message that will come through for you that's been waiting to be said to you, and it's very important. And I'm feeling the feeling of it. It feels like good news. It feels like encouragement. So please, the rune's saying you want to do that meditation and make that connection and allow that message to come through for you. And the next rune I got is, this is Ewaz. So Ewaz, actually, this is the rune of travel. And this is the rune of relationships. What I'm getting from you is that you're being set on a new journey. And I keep seeing so much light involved in this. It's like that little connection you make with that other world, with the spirit realm, and not in the spirit world, it sets off on a new journey for you. It's like the spirit world's coming forth saying, we need to set you on a new journey. And it's a spiritual journey that we need to take you on for your own benefit. That's what I'm being told. And it's going to be you and Source, you and the spirit world, you and God on this journey for your benefit.
Interesting. I can actually see that. Hey, Henry, welcome to the show. Nice to see you there, Henry. All right, next up, Charles Rudd. Charles Rudd, you still in the house? Come up to the microphone, Charles Rudd. Let us know you're still here, please. So, yes. Charles Rudd. I hope I'm on the right page, doesn't it? All right. Looks like Charles Rudd's not in the house. We'll go to the next one.
All right.
And KD. Hello, KD.
Katie. Hi, Katie. Let's go ahead and do a reading for you. So I'm going to use white quartz for you. So the very first rune I get for you, Katie, this is Burkana. So Burkana is the rune of protection. It kind of looks like a bee. It is usually associated with the goddess Berkana. And I'm getting protection from this. I'm feeling protection. It feels like you are protected. It feels like you're protected now, but it feels like you have this shelter around you. And it's a gentle protection, like a gentle, it's not a forceful protection like somebody is guarding you with a lot of strength and a lot of aggression. It's more like, I'm protecting you. I'm looking out for you. I have your best interest in mind, and I'm surrounding you with this peace. It, it feels like there may be a spirit around you that's doing this, but it's very strong, but yet very gentle. Amazing. And then the next rune I get for you is Dagaz. So Dagaz is a rune of enlightenment. It's clarity. It's wisdom. And what I'm seeing for you with this, I'm seeing that right now, when you try to focus and try to look ahead to things, all you're seeing is darkness, and you're just wanting that light. You want that clarity, and you just don't know where to begin. And it feels like you're blind, like you can't see where you're going, like intuitively. It's just shut off right now. But that light will come. That light will come. And the rune I'm getting, next one, is Thorisos. So Thorisos is anything sharp. It's also a warning. It's about caution and also boundaries. What I'm getting here is that blindness that is coming through to you and why you're not able to see has to do with boundaries. It feels like you haven't set up strong enough boundaries for yourself, that you need to put these strong boundaries around you, make your own space, and then focus at that point. It feels like this blindness will lift. Just trust that it feels like it's something inside that you need to let go so that you can see. If that makes sense. It's like you put this blindness in front of yourself because of a lack of boundaries before caused this condition. So focus on creating good boundaries for yourself according to the runes. Let's draw one more and just see if we can get some sort of clarification. So Yara, so there's a breakthrough coming. There is a breakthrough coming. It feels like there's some sort of grief or something that needs to be let go of, something that needs to be expressed, and then you'll start to see clearly. And then make sure you set those boundaries so nobody can interfere with that process. That's at least according to what the runes are saying.
Interesting. All right, Charles, come back. Charles, come back. Come back, Charles. Charles, like, I'm here. Wait, I'm here.
I'm here. Hi, Charles.
Okay, Charles, come back up. This will be for Charles Rudd.
Okay, Charles Rudd. Thanks, Standing Stones, for your rune question. I'm definitely going to answer that. You said rune, not ruin. Fantastic. I applaud you for that.
Right.
Applaud you for that. Charles Rudd, the very first rune I get for you is Manas. So Manas is humanity. It's human intellect. It's the bridge from our realm to the spirit world and vice versa. What I'm feeling is that you are actually open to the spirit world. And that you actually want to hear from the spirit realm. It's like it's something that you're interested in pursuing and to get a little bit more involved in. And the next rune I get for you is Thorisos. So Thorisos is caution. So what this rune is telling me is that you are very vulnerable to these negative entities that are around you that seek people out to seek to victimize. And it's due to sort of a lack of education or lack of awareness of spirit world, which if you're not educated about the spirit world and how the dark entities work and how they can trick you, how they can manipulate, how they can drain you, then you might be vulnerable to them. So you need to learn how to protect yourself. So before you go deep into spiritual exploration and to understanding spirits and angels and listening to them, learn to protect yourself so only the good comes through. A great example might be reaching out to your guardian angel and your guardian angel only. And just ask for your guardian angel to communicate with you and be the one to introduce you to how to listen to the spirit realm and let your guardian angel guide you. Because that would be a great place to start. Your guardian angel is assigned to you to look out for your highest good. And the next rune I have for you is Mana. So, or I apologize. So this is the rune of journey. And this is usually a partnership. What I'm seeing, I'm actually being shown two spirit guides who are with you that are stand on each shoulder. And one is your angel, and then there's another male with you as well, but he feels like a friend. He feels like a friend. I'm asking me who he's from or where he's from. Okay, he says he's known you for a long time. I'm asking if he's from a past life or this current life. Okay. He says he knew you in this life and that he's passed on, but he's still with you and he's looking out for you as well. And he says, I keep seeing a hat with him, like a cowboy hat. And I see his hand on his shoulder, and it's like, I got you, man. I got you, man. He keeps saying that over and over again. But I would suggest, if you're new to listening to spirit and looking for confirmation from spirit, that you mainly stick with your guardian angel until you get more from there, and your guardian angel has taught you more. So you might, I don't know who this man is, but whoever he is, he feels like I get a very strong friendship feeling with him. And who's next? And Charles?
Denise.
Oh, and we had a rune question up there too. I wanted to answer that. Okay, so there's a difference in the open-ended runes and the ones with the points that all touch, one like a figure 8 loop or one like a K or T are open-ended. So these runes, as far as the difference, they represent a sound, and all of them are an image of something. And they were the alphabet that we used for Old English and also for the Scandinavians, the Germanic, all the Germanic tribes, also Norwegian, Sweden. Some of the oldest runes have been found in Sweden. But the main difference between the open-ended runes is that they're sounds. So Kenya's as an open-ended rune. Then you have Pertho, another one. I'm thinking some more. They're not all closed, and there isn't anything that's a figure 8 that I'm aware of in the runes, because runes are mostly straight lines until you get to the Middle Ages, where if you get into the Middle Ages, the runes from the Middle Ages, those runes do have curves on them, but they do have the same basic meaning of them. The sounds are shortened out for the medieval runes. But as far as any different or far powers or anything like that, they're mainly just different because one, it's the sound, and two, what image are they representing? Like this is the die cup, so it's supposed to be open. This is Pertho. And then Kenya's is open because it is a torch. It's actually the shape of the emergency torch. So they would have a torch in the woods. You would cut piece of pine if you were lost in the woods in a kind of an arrow shape. And then the top part you would light with tar, and then the bottom part you would use as a handle.
Interesting. Correct 8 was just an example of being closed up. Thank you, Angela, says. Wonderful.
There is an app. There's a couple of apps. There's one called Valhalla that you can download, and it's really inexpensive. And it'll take you through the runes. And it will also go through runic poetry and Norse poetry. There's another there's another app that teaches you about the language, the Old Norse. And I mean, make sure I know what these runes. There's one called runic formulas as well, runic formulas that you can actually go through it and make your own binary runes and set your own intentions with them. And those will also take you through the different types of runes, the Book of Runes, the Geldebrock, search Norse gods, runic journeys, the Book of Runes, and birth runes, your personal runes, things like that. So runes associated, because there's a calendar as well. So there's a runic calendar. And basically a lot of our Monday, our days of the week have some sort of connection with the runes as well.
All right, next up, Denise. Denise, come onto the mic, Denise.
Hey, where's Denise?
Denise, are you in here with us? All right, Denise.
And the runes have helped me learn German, and I am also learning Old English, and it's incredible that the sounds have not changed from Western German and Old English. They are so similar to each other.
Denise, there she is. She's, I'm here, my friend. Give me my reading, Angela. Yes, okay. All right, let me see Denise. Absolutely. So you want to hear something funny, Angela?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thought I was going to get stabbed with chopsticks the other day. So we were getting a manicure, right? And and Anne knows the business owner, and she's like, "Hey," she's like, "those sounds of Bigfoot that you sent me before you came out to Arizona. Can you send that to me or hit play on your phone so I can show them what you sent me?" She's like, "My dogs went nuts, and what was going on. I was playing this sound. It's real creepy." I'm like, "Oh, a samurai chatter." And I wasn't paying attention. And everybody in there just turned around, just like slowly looked at me. And I'm like, "What are they looking at?" And I was like, "Yeah, the samurai chatter, Ron Moorhead, Sierra sounds." And she was playing it, and they just went. And I'm laughing. I'm like, and she goes, "It sounds human." I'm like, "Yeah, samurai chatters." And I forgot they're all Vietnamese or Chinese.
Oh my God.
And they were like, and I'm like, "Man, just don't kill me. Let me get to the door first. Please let me get to the door." And I'm like, "Let me send these other sounds that people have recorded from like the Ohio Grassman, and I started play those." And she just gave me that evil eye, like. And she said, "Why in the hell did you do that?" I'm like, "That's what it is. It's samurai chatter. Everybody knows that, right?" But man, they were like nonstop for like 20 minutes going, "Yeah." And I was like, "Man, I put you out in the woods. Y'all sound like Bigfoot." Anyways.
All right.
Thanks, Val. Now you got that song by Leonard Skinner stuck in my head. Yeah, give me 3 steps. Give me 3 steps, mister, towards the door. That was her dog. Grizz gets a bamboo shot. How do you think I felt? And she didn't do my nails good at all after that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so I'm reading Denise, right?
Yeah, Denise. Gene, I ain't going to ask that. I feel like I was going to get jabbed with chopsticks.
Okay, so the first rune I got for you, Denise, is Answers. And this is wisdom, and particularly speaking wisdom, channeling wisdom. What I got that more wisdom is up here, and that you don't speak very much because you only want to speak what is necessarily needs to be said. And this rune definitely appreciates that. That's actually a gift. So that's actually something to value, to treasure. Speak only when needed to speak, because wisdom is telling you, I need to be quiet and just observe and learn from observing and speak the wisdom that I recognize in this situation. The next rune I got is Degas. So Degas is enlightenment. It's the awareness of light and shadow. And this is the height of the sun of the noonday. What I'm getting is that you actually channel enough wisdom and you actually channel light, and it's like you step into the light, and there's just light all around you, and you just put that out there, and you are actually a light for a lot of people. It just like somebody turns a light on, and then you speak this wisdom, and I can just hear just like sounds from sort of harps playing, and like, here's my wisdom that I have for you. And you just put it out there and people love it. It's a real gift that you have. The next rune I am showing is Algae. So Algae is the rune of sanctuary, but what I'm hearing from this is comfort particularly. I get that you get comfort from above, and I also feel a lot of strength, that you have a lot of inner strength there. There's a lot of boldness there. But I'm getting comfort. It's like you get comfort from the light and you create your own comfort with your own self-confidence. It's like you believe, you have strong faith, and you actually have your own comfort. You don't need to seek anybody else's comfort. It's just within you and it's around you. You have your self-confidence and you have your faith. And you have a very strong connection to the spirit world.
Gee, I told her next time she goes back, get out Google Translate and just slide the phone over to him. Don't say a word. Anyway. She's like, I never thought about that. She said, but the atmosphere and energy shifted when you were over there going, I did, ladies and gentlemen. I felt so bad. All right, next up, Val. Come on down, Val. Welcome to the show.
Val. All right, Val.
Val.
First rune I get for you, this is Land Goose. So Land Goose is growth, it's healing, and it's water, it's emotion. What I feel is like you are an emotionally deep person, like you have deep waters, like I'm seeing deep waters. And right now they appear calm to me. It feels like you're in a calm place. The next rune is Thorosas. And what I'm getting off of this is a need for strong boundaries. It feels like you need to put up some very strong boundaries, because I feel like you feel like you're surrounded by people that are always invading your space and always evading you and demanding time from you. And it feels like you need to put up a strong barrier to these people and say, no, these are my rules. This is what you need to honor. You don't honor my rules, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to give you my time until you respect me and respect the boundaries that I've set. If you don't respect my boundaries, I'm not giving you my time. That's what I'm feeling like. And it feels like there's a lot of people. I see a circle around of people trying to always get into your life. The last rune I got for you, is Iwa's Wind. So this is Journey. And it feels like, to me, it feels like you want to set out on your own personal journey. Even though you have all these people, it feels like there are people telling you to do one thing or the other, but you want to go on a journey just for you. And that's the reason for the strong boundaries. Like, you need this and you want to do this, and you're not going to be able to do it with all these people trying to interfere with you. So the strong boundaries are needed. And it feels very fulfilling for you to take this journey that is just for you, that you've always wanted to do. There's no reason you shouldn't embark on it, as long as you have strong boundaries that nobody can interfere or take control or demand so much of you. Sam Quentin. You still eating hot candy? Because I can't hear you.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me my voice.
I didn't know my voice was changing. Yeah, I'm over here just talking. I'm like, oh, come on up, Sam. And you're like, I don't hear anything. You still got your hot candy. I have my mic muted. Yes, there we go. All right, Val says, thank you so much. Hello, Crystal. Welcome to the show. Y'all kill me. All right. Are you in here, Sam? Or did you leave, Sam? Oh, Sam, where are you? I can't even do it without laughing. I don't think Sam's in here. We'll give Sam a couple of seconds here. And
anybody have any rune questions in the meantime about the runes in general?
I think it's very fascinating. I know they're accurate as all get out. Yeah, you're still in line, Anna D. I'm trying to go in order, but sometimes my order is not your all's order, or our order is not my order. So, all right. Next up, we'll do Anna D now. All right, Anna D, go ahead.
Anna D. So I'm using the blue onyx runes. First rune I get with their energy is Wunyo. So Wunyo. And this is the weather vane. And we actually get the word windig both in German and in Old Anglo-Saxon, which means windy, where we get the English word windy from. And then in German, windig, and in Old Norse, also windig. So this rune represents peace. I'm actually feeling peace, and I'm being told that peace is in your future. Peace is coming. Peace is meant from you, and it's coming from above. So it's literally coming from God. So peace is planned for you. It feels like this is something you've been really needing to hear. And this next rune is Helgelaz. So Helgelaz is transformation. It is the Hellstone. It's that type of unexpected disruption, the unexpected things that happen in life that throw things off and make things chaotic. It is my favorite rune, even though it's a rune of destruction. But this rune set is telling me that you're going through a lot of chaos, like this disruption. But I'm also feeling a very strong sense of peace. So what's going to happen, you're going to feel this inexplicable peace that's coming through from spirit, and I actually could feel it around me. That would just takes that chaos and just wipes it off. Like wipes it out. You just feel this peace. And you just say to yourself, you know what? This is going to pass. This chaos is going to pass. It's not going to last. It is not going to last. The next rune I get is Berkana. So Berkana represents the birch tree, but also the goddess Berkana. It is peace, protection, comfort. What I have a very strong sense of settling down, feeling protected, and feeling loved. It's as if, you know, you've gone through this chaos. This chaos was meant to be, but that's only so the peace comes through that much stronger. There is so much peace coming through for you. I can't describe it because I'm feeling it right now, and it's on its way to you. Trust me, there is so much peace. Heaven is just going to open up and just dump this peace on you. And heaven is saying, you know, look up, and especially the runes, look up to God, turn all the chaos to God, and just ask him for this peace. He's going to send it to you. And wow, it is so strong. I can feel like I can touch it. It's coming for you. Just ask for it. Just ask for it. Just ask for the peace and ask for everything to be put in its proper order.
All right, Crystal. You should name your kitty Grizzly. Yes, your cat, Grizzly. Anna D, my brother just passed, and I feel his presence as well. There you go, Anna. All right, Sam Quinton's back in the house, everybody. Round of applause for Sam. All right, Sam. Angela will get you going here in a second, whenever she's ready.
You know, cat named Mr. Adventure. Mr. Adventure, and then the other cat's named Gertrude, and there's a cat named Frankie. So 3 cats and a dog named Winston. You're welcome, Anna. I'm really feeling that piece really strongly. I mean, even now. Every time I connect you, see your name, I feel that really strong piece is present. Okay, Sam. So the very first rune. Okay, so I'm reading for Sam. Is that right?
Sam, that is correct.
Okay.
Sam
very
Quentin.
first rune I got for you is Helgelos. Now, we just talked about it. So the rune of chaos, the rune of transformation. But I'm actually feeling transformation. What this rune is telling me is that what I'm hearing from this rune is saying that you've been looking for transportation. Things have been kind of getting stale, and you want a major transformation. You want to feel like you've strived for something, like something big has happened. You want to see things from a new perspective. Helgelos is my favorite rune for that, but you have to ask it. Ask it nicely, because this is the rune of chaos. So you can ask for this rune's protection, ask for its energy to come and support the heavenly forces with you to use chaos in a positive way for protection and also for transformation, for changing your perspective. Now, when I meditated on this rune, I've had so much happening to me in a very positive way, where my dreams would become loosened and the entire landscapes would shift and actually turn upside down. And I can even rearrange the landscape. So I can put a mountain in a different spot. I can take the ocean, move it somewhere else. It's an incredible energy to work with, because it is the rune of transformation. So you can look up Helgelos, look up that rune, learn the Galdor Psalm, meditate on it, and just ask it to help and support you and guide you in that transformation process. It's also very good for healing past energies, past wounds as well. Things have been psychologically hurting and things of that nature, things from your past, but it feels like you're just ready to move forward, and Helgelos can definitely help you with that transformation. So the next rune I have is Ingwas. So Ingwas is the rune of protection, stability. It's a very masculine one. This rune is, you see how stable it is. You got the diamond shape in the middle. And so what I get is boundaries off of this, to create your boundaries, but make them very strong, make them uncompromising around you, because you want to go through this transformation without interference from somebody else that has their own interests. You want to look out for yourself, not theirs. In this transformation, while you're going over this, you want to focus on you, take time for you, so you can go through that transformation successfully. The next rune I got is Isa. So Isa is the rune of ice. We actually get the word ice from this rune. And this rune says pause, pause. So this rune is saying meditation, but also that even though things have been appear stagnant, when movement is going to be happening, it's going to be major. It's going to be a major shift. It's like your whole world just changes direction, and in a major way, sort of like how a glacier will move really slow, but it can get fast. And when it does move, it grinds up mountains. It turns mountains into valleys. When it melts, it becomes a raging river and can bring a lot of gold with it as well. So think of major shifts in your life, and very exciting as well, because it's very positive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Angela, how do people find you and reach out to you?
Well, you can go to my Facebook page. It is Angela Bowley, Psychic Portrait Artist. And you can just leave a comment. You can message me on my Facebook page. And that is the absolute best way to get a hold of me. And I am all over Ohio, so pay attention to my Facebook page. If you want to come in person and get a reading, in private with a spirit portrait where I actually see the spirits and paint the spirits around you, their portraits, and relay their message while I'm painting. You can just look on my Facebook page and see where I am in Ohio and come to one of those events. And I have one coming up August 17th. With another one, and that'll be in Rockwood, one on August 28th at the Healing Brew. And my calendar is also full for September and October. So I'll be very busy.
Awesome. That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, Dream State. Dreams. What are they? We're going to interpret dreams and what kind of dreams you have. So don't forget about that. Then at 9 p.m. Eastern, we've got a surprise, a different show with a different twist. So what do you think about that? Interesting, eh? So from coast to coast, around the world, everybody. Good night, Angela. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.